She's 22 years old, she's the world number one, and she just did something that will blow your mind. What's up, everyone? You're about to discover 8 absolutely insane facts about Jeeno Thitikul that prove she's not just dominating women's golf right now, she's rewriting what's possible in this sport. Before we jump in, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell because these stories are wild and you're not going to want to miss a single one. Fact number 1, she makes more money than most NBA players. Okay, let's start with something that'll make your jaw drop. In November 2024, Jeeno Thitikul walked away from the CME Group Tour Championship with a $4 million winner's check. $4 million for winning one tournament. That's the largest single prize in the entire history of women's golf. To put that in perspective, that's more than what some NBA bench players make in an entire season. That's more than most PGA Tour events pay their winners. We're talking life-changing money, and she's only 22 years old. But here's what makes this even crazier. After winning $4 million, Jeeno talked about going to Disney World and said, "I think the Disney ticket was expensive. I don't know, the hotels and everything." This girl just won $4 million, and she's still shocked by Disney prices. That's the most relatable thing I've ever heard from a professional athlete. She's not out here flexing with Lamborghinis and mansions. She's just a regular person who happens to be the best female golfer on the planet. And that $4 million, that's just one tournament. When you add up her total career earnings, endorsement deals with Nike and everything else, Jeeno's building serious wealth while most people her age are still paying off student loans. If you're already hooked by that, hit that like button because fact number 2 is going to show you how she got to the top. Fact number 2, she dethroned Nelly Korda in the most dramatic way possible. All right, let's talk about what happened in August 2025 that had the entire golf world absolutely losing their minds. Jeeno Thitikul overtook Nelly Korda to become the world's number 1 ranked female golfer. But it's not just that she became number 1, it's how she did it that makes this so dramatic. Nelly Korda had been sitting at number 1 for 71 consecutive weeks. That's the 5th longest streak in the entire history of women's golf. Nelly won 7 tournaments in 2024 and looked completely unstoppable. She was dominating everything, and then 2025 rolls around, and Nelly doesn't win a single event, not one. Meanwhile, Jeeno wins twice and has been putting up numbers that are just as good, if not better, than Nelly's dominant 2024 season. Even Nelly herself had to give Jeeno her props. She said, "I've played with her a lot over the past 2 years, and I would say that she rarely ever has a mishit. That's kind of what you have to do to be on top of the game, and that's what she's doing. When the player you just dethroned is praising your game, you know you're doing something special, and Jeeno's leading this charge at just 22 years old. Most players at that age are trying to figure out how to consistently make cuts. Jeeno's out here taking down legends and sitting on top of the entire women's golf world. But wait, if you think becoming world number 1 is impressive, fact number 3 will show you the clutch gene that got her there. Make sure you're subscribed because you won't believe this next story. Fact number 3, her comeback wins are absolutely legendary. If you think Jeeno got to number 1 by playing safe golf and protecting leads, you couldn't be more wrong. This girl has a clutch gene that's absolutely unreal. Let me tell you about what happened in October 2025 at the Buick LPGA Shanghai, because this is the kind of stuff that makes sports movies. Jeeno was 4 shots down with just 5 holes left to play. 4 shots. Most golfers would have packed it in mentally at that point. You're thinking about where you're going to dinner, not about winning the tournament. But not Jeeno. She birdies the 14th hole, then she birdies the 15th, then she birdies the 16th. 3 birdies in a row when she absolutely needed them. And then on the 17th hole, a par 5, she stuffs her approach shot and makes eagle to tie for the lead and force a playoff. The crowd's going absolutely insane. Nobody can believe what they're watching. That's 4 under par in 4 holes when the tournament is on the line. That's not luck. That's championship DNA. But wait, it gets even better. The playoff goes 5 holes. 5. Most playoffs are decided in 1 or 2 holes, but this one kept going and going. On the 5th playoff hole, Jeeno hits her approach shot to 3 feet from the pin and sinks the birdie putt to win. Ice cold. Nerves of steel. That's what separates the good players from the legends. And here's the emotional part that makes this story even more incredible. Just a few weeks before Shanghai, Jeeno had 4-putted the final hole at the Kroger Queen City Championship and handed the victory to Charlie Hull. She was absolutely devastated. You could see it on her face. That's the kind of loss that haunts you, that makes you question everything. But in Shanghai, she proved she could bounce back from heartbreak. After winning, she said, "What happened in the last event was definitely still in my mind. But to be able to prove myself again, this tournament is like a dream come true." That's mental toughness. That's what champions are made of. The ability to take a brutal loss and come back stronger is what separates great athletes from legendary ones. Now, if you're wondering what makes Jeeno so consistently good, fact number 4 reveals the technical secret behind her dominance. You're going to want to hear this. Fact number 4, her swing is basically perfect. Let's talk about what actually makes Jeeno so damn good at golf. She's not just winning because she gets lucky or because she's having a hot year. She's winning because her technical game is at an elite level that very few players ever reach. Jeeno leads the LPGA Tour in scoring average, birdie average, bogey avoidance, strokes gained total, par 3 scoring, par 4 scoring, and putts per green in regulation. That's basically every single important statistical category in golf. When you're leading the tour in that many categories at the same time, you're not just playing good golf, you're playing at a different level than everyone else. At the CME Group Tour Championship, she shot a near flawless 63 in 1 round. And get this, she had a birdie putt on every single hole. All 18 holes she was putting for birdie. That's not luck, that's precision ball striking, incredible course management, and pure skill. Nelly Corda wasn't exaggerating when she said Jeeno rarely ever has a mishit. When you watch her play, it's like watching a machine. Every swing looks the same. Every shot is solid contact. Her ball flight is consistent. She's not out here spraying it all over the course and getting lucky with recoveries. She's just hitting fairways and greens and making putts. It sounds simple, but at that level of consistency, it's incredibly difficult to do. Her secret: she doesn't just train like a golfer, she trains like an elite athlete. She's focused on fitness, mental preparation, and course management. She's been competing at the highest level since she was 14 years old. That's 8 years of professional training, conditioning, and learning how to handle pressure. By the time most players are figuring out their game, Jeeno's already been doing it for nearly a decade. Now here's something most people don't realize. Fact number 5 reveals the hidden weapon behind every one of those clutch moments, and it's not what you think. Fact number 5, her caddy relationship is next level. Behind every great golfer is a great caddy, and Jeeno's partnership with her caddy is absolutely next level. In golf, the caddy-player relationship is like a quarterback and offensive coordinator in football. You have to trust each other completely, communicate perfectly, and be on the same page in high-pressure situations. During that insane Shanghai comeback we talked about, when she made 4 birdies in 4 holes, her caddy was right there with her, strategizing every single shot and keeping her calm under all that pressure. When you're 4 shots back with 5 holes to play, it's easy to start pressing, to start forcing things, to make mistakes trying to make something happen. A good caddy keeps you in the moment, keeps you focused on executing 1 shot at a time. During that final round, Jeeno was playing alongside Se-Young Kim, who was also making birdies on the back 9 trying to keep up. Kim said afterward, "I make the birdie and she make the birdie." That shows how locked in Jeeno and her caddy were. Every time someone else made a move, they had an answer. That's the kind of partnership that wins major championships. The caddy-player relationship in professional golf is often overlooked by casual fans, but the pros know how important it is. Your caddy is reading greens, calculating yardages, managing your emotions, making club selections, and keeping you confident when things get tough. When you've got the right person on the bag, it makes all the difference in the world. All right, now fact number 6 is going to show you what fuels this machine. And trust me, her approach to fitness and mental preparation is something every athlete should learn from. If you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and hit that like button. Fact number 6, her mental game is untouchable. Let's talk about what separates Jeeno from other talented players. There are lots of golfers on tour who can hit great shots. There are plenty of players with beautiful swings and all the physical tools. But what makes Jeeno special is what's between her ears, her mental approach to the game. She's shown incredible perspective for someone who's only 22 years old. When asked about winning major championships, she said, "I just answer myself if I'm not winning any major until I retire, if I'm going to regret or be sad about that. And I would say I'm not. I'm thinking all the things that I have been doing out here on the tour if I have done enough, and then I give it all 100%. Read that again. At 22 years old, she's already thought through what happens if she never wins a major. She's already made peace with that possibility, not because she doesn't want to win majors, of course she does, but because she's focused on giving 100% and not being crushed by expectations that she can't control. That mental strength, that ability to give everything you have without being destroyed by the pressure of expectations, is what separates good golfers from great ones. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you can't handle the mental side of competition, you're not going to win at the highest level. Jeeno's been competing professionally since she was 14. That's 8 years of dealing with pressure, handling expectations, learning how to bounce back from losses, and developing the mental toughness required to be number one in the world. Most players don't develop that kind of mental game until their late 20s or early 30s. Jeeno's already got it figured out, and she's just getting started. Now, fact number 7 is going to show you a side of Jeeno that makes her so relatable and why fans absolutely love her. This is the fun stuff that makes her more than just a golfer. Fact number 7. She's hilariously down to earth. Despite being the world's #1 golfer and making millions of dollars, Jeeno is one of the most down-to-earth athletes you'll ever see. She's not trying to be some untouchable superstar. She's real, she's funny, and she connects with fans by being genuinely herself. We already talked about how she won $4 million and was shocked by Disney World ticket prices, but there's more. She's also joked about wanting to go to college, saying, "Which one is the easiest to finish? I want to experience like a hangout life, not learning life." That's hilarious. She's already making more money than most college graduates will make in their entire careers, and she just wants to experience the college party scene. She's also admitted, "Sometime I think golf got me to this kind of position, but sometime I'm like a 5-year-old doing something stupid as always." She's not trying to be perfect. She's not trying to present some polished image. She's just being herself, and that's why people love her. In a world where so many athletes are carefully managed by PR teams and never show their real personalities, Jeeno's refreshing. She says what she thinks. She jokes around. She admits when she's nervous or when she messes up. That authenticity is rare in professional sports, and it's a huge part of why she's becoming such a popular figure beyond just hardcore golf fans. And speaking of connecting with fans, fact number 8 is all about style, because Jeeno's not just dominating on the course, she's becoming a fashion icon too. Fact number 8, she's a style icon in the making. Jeeno isn't just dominating leaderboards, she's also becoming a legitimate style icon in women's golf. With her Nike sponsorship, she's rocking some of the freshest looks on tour. She represents Thai culture while also embracing modern athletic fashion, creating a unique style that's completely her own. You'll see her in everything from sleek, performance-driven outfits during tournaments to more casual, relatable looks when she's off the course. She's proving that you can be fierce on the golf course and stylish while doing it. Golf fashion has come a long way from the boring polos and khakis of the past, and Jeeno's at the forefront of that evolution. As she continues to dominate women's golf, brands are taking notice. Her fashion evolution mirrors her golf evolution, confident, bold, and always improving. She's becoming the kind of athlete that transcends her sport, the kind of personality that casual fans pay attention to, even if they don't watch golf regularly. And that brings us to the biggest question of all. Where does Jeeno go from here? What's next for someone who's already accomplished so much at just 22 years old? Right now, Jeeno's chasing her first major championship. She's come close multiple times. She lost in a playoff at the Amundi Evian Championship. She led the KPMG Women's PGA Championship at the halfway point before Minjee Lee overtook her on the weekend. She's been in contention at majors, but she hasn't broken through yet. But here's the thing, she's got the perfect perspective on it. She said, every major I just want to make the cut, to be honest, and if I get it, I'll get it. If not, it's just more things to do, more than life, more than golf. She's not putting all this pressure on herself to win majors right now. She's just focused on playing good golf and letting the results take care of themselves. At 22 years old, she's poised to win multiple awards this season. The Rolex Player of the Year award, the Vare Trophy for lowest scoring average, and the money title. That's something only Lydia Ko has done recently, back in 2022. With her talent, her mental toughness, and her humble attitude, Jeeno isn't just the present of women's golf, she's the future. We could be watching the beginning of a legendary career that rivals Annika Sorenstam, Lorena Ochoa, and other all-time greats. The question isn't if she'll win majors, the question is how many she'll win before she's done. And my prediction? We're going to be talking about Jeeno Thitikul as one of the greatest to ever play this game. So there you have it. 8 crazy facts about Jeeno Thitikul that prove she's not just the world #1. She's a once-in-a-generation talent who's changing what's possible in women's golf. From making $4 million in a single tournament to dethroning Nelly Korda, from her insane comeback wins to her perfect swing, from her mental toughness to her relatable personality, Jeeno is the total package. She's not just a golfer, she's an inspiration, showing us that you can be the best in the world while staying humble, real, and true to yourself. You can dominate your sport and still be shocked by Disney World prices. You can be a champion and still want to experience college party life. That's what makes her special. Which fact surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know. Are you Team Jeeno or Team Nelly in this rivalry? And what do you think? When will she win her first major championship? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more incredible golf content, and share this with anyone who loves sports or needs some inspiration. Hit that notification bell so you never miss when we drop new videos breaking down the biggest stories and most interesting personalities in golf. Thanks for watching, and remember, whether you're chasing your dreams in golf or anything else in life, give it 100% like Jeeno. Stay humble, stay real, and never stop believing in yourself. I'll see you in the next one.